and welcome. Hope you're doing well, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Sharing my videos would be really appreciated on social media. Anything like that would be great. But yeah, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications, because we're going to go on a journey of making things Germanic, paganism, Germanic heathenry, whatever you want to call it, and I want to talk a little bit about that at the end. So can you hear that? How bloody rude. Yeah, so if you want to hear a little bit about what I've got to say about that at the end of the video, I'll do that. So first off, I don't know if you can see this, I can't even see in the camera, this t-shirt is from Bjorn Bull Hansen's YouTube channel, well, from his online store there, or whatever it is. I think it's flipping awesome. Should I do a pose for it? Model for it? Be a bit silly sometimes. Yeah, so if you want a t-shirt like this, he's got some others as well. I just really like this t-shirt, that's why I'm sort of promoting it. His YouTube channel's great as well. So yeah, in this video is a little bit different. I've changed things a little bit. What I've done is I've done a lot more speed ups. Not to see if I get more views or anything, I just wanted to try something different. I just wanted to make something different. So that's what's going to happen in this video. Right, I hope you enjoy it. Take care. This is what's going to be around the outside of the legend of Sigurd, which I don't know if you can see there at the bottom. There he's cutting into the dragon Fufnir. So anyway, I'll crack on and it'll come to life. Carved out all of the legend of Sigurd Runestone. I'm now about to start the knotwork, so I hope you can see that well enough. I'll bring it a bit closer so you can see. I don't know if the whole thing's in the shot there, but we're getting a new camera next week, so recording's going to be a lot better, I believe. But anyway, yes, so on with the knotwork. Here we go. It's finished. The Legend of Sigurd. You can see Sigurd at the bottom there with his sword Gorm cutting into Fufnir. Just have a little look around, show you all the different detail, different knotwork. A little bit about paganism, heathenry, doesn't matter which term. For one, the English mythology is not Lord of the Rings. And out of all of the people I've spoken to throughout my life, I feel that a lot of English people are like a little bit of people with amnesia, and that's not necessarily their fault. So what's the problem is my generation and the generations before me, I'm not so sure about the younger generations, but in school we'd have assemblies. Now if you're from a different country, I would imagine assembly is the same word, but it's basically where the whole school gathers in a hall, and then, you know, certain things happen, you know, maybe awards given, but we'd have daily assemblies in school, and we'd do hymns, Christian hymns. So even still up until the modern day, the modern era, it probably makes some English people believe that Christianity is their ancestral beliefs, which it isn't. Our ancestral beliefs are Germanic paganism, Germanic heathenry. So that is a big problem, I think, that throughout my entire education I was never taught about the Anglo-Saxons or the Viking invasion. I was never taught about that Christianity supplanted and took over our religion, and that's not what the everyday person wanted when that happened. That's not what they wanted. That's why it took them so long. And in the history books there may be certain dates for when it was classed as like became Christian, when England became Christian, or where the Wessex, East Anglia, Mercia and Northumbria became Christian. It lasted a lot longer than what the history books say. And even within the days of our weeks, the days of the weeks, there's something there. Like Woden's Day, Tears Day, Thursday, Friday. Is that Freak's Day or Freya's Day? Can't remember. But you know what I mean. Now, I feel this takes away from our identity, and just because we might have to lean on Norse mythology, and I'll get to the word morphology in a minute, we might have to lean on Norse mythology to help us out a little bit in understanding. That doesn't make no difference. Yes, there may have been differences between Saxon Jutes and Angles, the way they worshipped the gods, to how Norse heathens did. But that doesn't matter. The core principles are the same. So yes, the English do have a mythology, but I don't like that word mythology, because I believe in the gods. So it's not a myth to me. Now, if you said to somebody who was a Christian or a Muslim that their beliefs was a mythology, that would be regarded as being disrespectful, and no one would like it. Now, there is the thing where there's quite a lot of people that think that believing in our ancestral gods is a bit of a joke. It's a bit of it's a trend, it's a fashion. It's not. That's and it's in our DNA. It's in our DNA. Scientists say that there is some sort of memory within our DNA from our ancestors. And I don't feel like it's a fad or like it's a trend. It's not. It's a recalling. It's a recalling to its people. That's what it is. It's a recalling. And I think our ancestors are important as well. I mean, how many of you have lost loved ones, but you still talk to them? Because I do. You still talk to them, and you do it naturally. I do it naturally. Now, that'd be interesting to know. Do you do it naturally? Does it just come natural? Because that's how it feels to me. I don't just think, oh, I'm going to do that. I just do it naturally. I mean, that must say something in itself. And also, there's no scientist in the world that can prove that Odin doesn't exist. So there you go. To all them people that say bad things about paganism and Norse heathenry, Germanic paganism, Germanic heathenry. That's what I really like to call it. That's what I really like to call it. Now, a little word on... I don't call myself a Viking, by the way, because, you know, my ancestors are mainly probably, well, I haven't had DNA tests done, but my mother did. So it would seem that there is a lot of Germanic ancestry within my mother anyway, 66%, something like that. And some of that is from Scandinavia. But then again, the Jutes and the Angles pretty much came from Denmark. I call myself an Angle. I come from East Anglia. And I come from England, which means land of the Angles. That's what it, in Old English, which is Saxon language, means land of the Angles. The old spelling for angle began with an E, not an A like it does today. Well, that's where English comes from. English, Anglish, Angle land. That's why it's land of the Angles. Angle land. The E is just kept its place, but the word angle has, the E has been replaced with an A. I don't know why that is, but it has. My ancestry in this location in East Anglia, or you know, in their location of East Anglia, not in the right location I am right now, goes back hundreds of years. Now I'm getting hold of very soon. My mother's got from my grandmother a family tree which goes back at least 200 years, I believe, and I'm looking forward to getting hold of that so I can explore it more. I think that's really all I wanted to touch on really here for now, because this isn't really a talking channel, but I just wanted to say some of this stuff. Be proud to be a Germanic heathen. Be proud to be a Germanic pagan, whatever you want to, however you want to phrase it. It doesn't matter what other people say. If they don't want, if they believe that it's, well, let me put it this way, it's our ancestral right for a start. And by the way, I'm not dictating that people have to be Germanic to believe in the Germanic gods. That's not my place. Who am I to say who can and can't? That's not what I'm getting at here. But what I am saying is that if you have Germanic heritage, and even if it's by only 3%, that still means some of your ancestors were Germanic. Even if it's by 3%, there's people that claim in the world to be like Turkish, whereas actually the people from that land weren't originally them people, but no one says anything against them. So if you want to claim to be Germanic and you've got a very low percentage of Germanic ancestry, claim to be Germanic if that's how you feel, if that feels strong within you. And I'm not a person to say who can and can't do things, and that's not what I am trying to do here. So don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't start getting on my case by saying anyone can believe, it doesn't matter if they're not Germanic. But what I mean is, where I'm coming from with the Germanic thing is that I'm proud to have Germanic ancestry, and I am a Germanic person. So there. Oh, I think I'll leave it there. I've ran on enough. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my videos, and thank you so much for all your support, and take care everyone. See ya.